Let's talk to Charlie Mullins, founder of Pimlico Plumbers, of course. He's been in the news lately because he's announced that he's leaving the country, or in fact left the country to go and live in Spain. He doesn't fancy whatever is going to come with this new Labour government. Charlie, very good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Owen.
You're back here at the moment, aren't you?
That's right. I came back for a couple of weeks to do some interviews and got a new company launching October the 1st, which is a family business, so I'm not financially involved as far as taking money out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here for a short while. I've already moved. I made that decision once I knew Labour was going to get in, yeah.
And how easy was that to do? Because now that we're no longer in the EU, it's not so simple, is it? Do you have to become a Spanish citizen or something?
Well, I've got that anyhow. I've got the residency. I mean, that's not over difficult, but yeah, it's a big decision to do. I mean, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not avoiding any taxes. I mean, everything's paid up to date, and I've always paid my taxes. But I just don't like the idea of what Labour are doing. They're going to increase capital gains to 40%. or something. They're going to increase, or they're possibly going to increase inheritance tax. So I'm selling my property on that basis. Why would I want to give 50% of something that I worked hard for to the Labour Party? You know, the Starmer has become the new Robin Hood, but he's robbing everybody to feed the migrants.
Well, there is that. But wouldn't it be more sensible for you to stay here and fight that, though? Because a lot of people have said, you know, people who leave the country are kind of just abandoning it, really. And you're quite an influential figure. You know, you've employed a lot of people in your time. As you say, you paid a lot of tax. You're very well off. If you have to pay a bit more tax but help out the country and make the country better and maybe put pressure on Starmer as a businessman not to do what he's doing, wouldn't that be better?
No, not at all. I mean, look, people are saying that, you know, I'm jumping ship and I'm running away. I'm not running away from anything. I've paid into the system for 55 years. I've parted with over 100 million into the government with all the taxes, national insurance. I've employed like thousands of people. I've trained 1,500 apprentices. I've done quite a bit for charity. So it's not a case of not being patriotic. It's a case of enough is enough. And, you know, I feel that he's just, you know, abusing the situation with everybody, if I'm being honest.
Right.
And, you know,
I've got some bad news for those, Charlie. There's a lot of migrants in Spain as well, because, in fact, they land there from Morocco.
Yeah, I wasn't going for the migrants. I said I was leaving because of the Labour government.
No, but you said because they're giving loads of money to the migrants, so's the EU.
Yeah, but I'm not... All I'm saying, I won't be paying into the system in Spain. I won't be on any income. So the only thing that will be taxed will be my assets. So that's not the main issue. The main issue is that is driving people out of the country that employ people, that invest into the country and actually put into the economy, and it's exchanging them for people that don't do nothing for the economy.
And so this is all about money for you then?
It's all about what?
Is it all about money?
No, it's not all about money at all. It's about principles. I mean, you know, the fact that he's taking the pensioners' allowance and giving it to other people, the fact that, you know, would you put someone
You could probably do without the winter fuel payment, can't you, Charlie?
Sorry?
You can probably do... In fact, if you're in the EU, you can still get the winter fuel payment.
I'm not interested in pension. My pension goes to charity. So, you know, look, whatever way you want to dig me out, Mike, you ain't... I'm not
trying to dig you out. I'm just telling you what people think. Listen, I'm a great admirer of yours, Charlie. I disagree with you about Brexit. I disagree with you about this. Because the last time I saw you, you were getting behind reform, and reform are a force to be reckoned with in this country, and maybe you could do better helping them to get into being the next government.
Yeah, look, if and when Nigel Farage and Reform get in, I'll be back straight away and I'll invest my money in the country again. I'm just not prepared to tolerate what they're doing. I mean, would you put Starmer in charge of your business? No.
I wouldn't.
Well, nobody would they? I mean,
No.
I made a statement the other day, I wouldn't put him in charge of a broom.
I wouldn't have put him in charge of the country either, but unfortunately a lot of people voted for him. How about this? I've got a note from Steve in Cambridge. He says, please can you ask Charlie Mullins this? He's been banging on for years about too many migrants allowed in. He says now he's an economic migrant in Spain.
Yeah, I'm not going because of the migrants. I'm going because of us wasting all their money. I mean, so whatever people want to look at it, I'm doing the right thing. It's my money that I earn. I've paid all my taxes, and the new company will continue to comply with it. It's just a case of why should we let someone like Starmer run the country, got no business sense, is very anti-business. None of them have been in the proper business that are in the cabinet. They've all been in taxpayers' jobs, you know, like unions and other sort of private charities and policies that, you know, that don't actually work for a living, you know. So
But what are you going to do with yourself over there? Because you say you're not going to earn any money, so presumably you can't have a proper job or you can't start a company up. So what are you going to do? I mean, you're a busy guy. You're going to be... Are you just in retirement now? Is that it?
I'm not going to retire. I did say to you that we're starting up a new family business, and I'll be involved with that. You know, it's the same business as before, and I'll be using my knowledge and expertise.
One quick last question for you, Charlie. Appreciate you being on. There's a load of prisoners being released today, 1,750 of them. Would you employ any of them in your new business?
I think, to be honest...
there they are. There are, this guy.
Am I going to employ him in my new business? Well,
yeah, look, he's got a bag and everything. Comes ready-made.
Hold on a second. When I employ him in my new business, highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. I'll take that as a no. Charlie, good luck with you. Thank you very much indeed.